So most of you have already grabbed the samples, but we'll get to the food at the end. No, it's totally fine. Okay, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about healthy snacking. I know it's been a hot topic around here lately about what's good to eat and when to eat. So I kind of wanted to go over a little bit of that with you. So you can follow along with me as I read. So I put, why are healthy snacks important? So snacking is an effective way to fit extra nutrients into your diet and prevent overeating at meal times. Snacking helps keep you from getting overly hungry in between meals and then overeating at your next meal. So next time you start to feel hungry a couple hours before lunch or dinner, don't try to wait for your meal. Eat a small healthy snack to tide you over. Combine a carbohydrate-rich food like whole grains, fruits, or vegetables with protein foods like nuts or dairy products for a most filling snack. Does anybody have any questions about that? Well, I think like the healthiest nut is like walnuts, almonds. Yeah, like walnuts and almonds, and like just the plain like roasted ones, no like honey roasted sweet sugary nuts, just the plain boring nuts. Just being honest. Yeah, they're really delicious, right? Okay, so I put a couple reasons why snacking is important. Keeps blood sugar levels steady. Healthy snacking keeps your blood sugar levels even, helping with the spikes and the dips in your blood sugar. Also provides nutrients. So as long as you choose nutritious snacks, snacking will also help you meet your nutrient needs for the day. Also put something to keep in mind. Considerations: don't snack right before your meal, and only eat a snack if you're truly hungry. Snacking out of boredom or for other emotional reasons isn't healthy and can lead to overeating and weight gain. Most snacks should be around 100 calories, but if you need to use a snack in place of a meal, eat slightly larger snack containing about 250 calories. So I want to talk about how to choose healthy snacks. So snacks are an important part of your healthy diet. It is difficult to get all of your recommended nutrients for the day with just your basic 3 meals of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So by purchasing healthy food from the grocery store, you can enable yourself to choose healthy snacks to help fuel your body. With a little planning and a few adjustments to your eating habits, you can learn how to choose healthy snacks for you and your family. Any questions on that? So on the second page, I put an activity together for you guys to do at home. I want you to take this paper home, look inside your fridge, your freezer, and your pantry. I want you to fill in all the things that you find that are healthy in the healthy column and all the things that you find that are unhealthy snacks in the unhealthy. So I put some examples like unhealthy snacks such as cakes, candy bars, cookies, muffins, healthy snacks such as green vegetables, fruits, whole grain foods, lean meats, unsalted nuts, etc. So I'd like you to go home and look through your stuff because sometimes you don't know what you have until you look. So then on the next page is analyze your food list. So after you're done categorizing your healthy and unhealthy, I want you to look over your list and see how many changes you need to make to your snacking habits. Do you need only slight improvements in your snacking choices or a major overhaul in the snack department, or do you fall somewhere in the middle? So once you've kind of overlooked your list, I want you to go back and circle all the snack items that could easily be replaced with a healthier choice or option. For example, a bag of nacho cheese flavored fried potato chips can easily be replaced with natural baked tortilla corn chips. Just an example. And then put a line through all the items that are completely unnecessary and indulgent, such as candy bars or food that could be eliminated from your diet, except on special occasions. I think it's a good tool to kind of get yourself aware of what you're actually providing yourself with at your house and getting rid of the things that aren't necessary. Practice self-awareness. So consider your snacking habits. Knowing why you snack is important. Part of learning how to change your snacking habits. Ask yourself, am I a late night snacker, an emotional snacker, okay. All right, so shopping suggestions. Begin with a plan to alter your choices of snacks when you make your next trip to the grocery store. You can discover healthy substitutes by exploring the products in the store. You may discover alternatives that you didn't know were available. Read and compare labels on packaged snacks. A label that claims it is all natural ingredients does not always mean it's a healthy choice. And avoid indulgent purchases. Anybody have any questions? What was that? Yeah, such things like candy bars and muffins and that chocolate at the aisle when you're really hungry. Anybody have any other questions about that? Anything we talked about on that page? Okay. And then I put some smart strategies. So make your snacks count. Choose filling options. So food with high fiber content will generally be more filling with fewer calories. Full fat dairy products, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds are all good choices for quick snacks. Think about energy. Complex carbohydrates such as protein-rich snacks like peanut butter or cottage cheese pack a powerful energy punch. Also, you want to make sure you watch your portion sizes. Eating healthy snacks does not give you a free ticket to indulge too much. Overeating is never a healthy option. If you slip and eat something unhealthy, don't beat yourself up. It's all about balance. So you want to make sure you have that good balance, still allow yourself that treat every once in a while. Yeah, so John always recommends that full fat is better for you than low fat or fat-free because they add extra stuff to those yogurts. So the full fat one is just the all natural ingredients. So it's best, yeah, less processed. So you want to make sure you're getting, you know, the full fat on most everything that you can. Like cottage cheese, you're the 4% is the highest, I believe. So you'd get that one versus like the skim one. So if you're going to eat bread, you want to make sure you're eating the 100% like whole grain all the way, no added stuff to it. So does that answer your question? Okay, perfect. So the next one, I put some tips down for you. Don't engage in the practice of social eating. If you're at a party, try to avoid the appetizer dishes and finger foods. Also, if you do want to indulge in those, try to get a small plate so that you're not going to just fill a huge plate full of stuff you probably don't need to eat. So go with a small plate if you're going to have some. That way you're limited to what you're actually eating. Because it's still okay to have those things when you're at a party, but try to limit having a huge, gigantic plate full of them. Understand what you are buying. Low fat or calorie free does not always mean it offers nutritional value, just like we just talked about. Make sure to eat before you leave for the grocery store. Told you it was in there. And keep some gum handy for those times when you're bored or you think you're hungry and you're probably not. Just chew some gum. Oil is a liquid fat, but it's the kind of fat your body needs. So good oils such as olive oils and coconut oils are good oils for you to put into your diet. Incorporate variety into your diet so you don't get bored. Eat foods from every food category in the recommended amount. Anybody have any questions about those tips? So the snacks that I have up here are listed here on the back page. Most of you have already sampled them. So I did fruit kebabs. Adding a little fun to your snack can help make it a more appealing choice. And kids especially love them too. My son doesn't really like fruit, but when I put him on a stick, he likes it. So, you know, you just never know. So it's a good fun thing to do or bring to a party. It's always a winner. And then the low carb turkey wraps, that was 3 slices of uncured or nitrate-free turkey. And then I put a tiny bit of honey mustard. And then I put a couple slices of Honey Crisp apple. And then I rolled it up. And then I put the lettuce around it. And then I sliced them up. It's lettuce. It's lettuce. So it's lettuce, and then some of them had provolone cheese. So I had put on there that you could add cheese. So it's I put a half a slice of cheese and of the ultra thin provolone that you can buy at the store, and just rolled it up. So it's really simple, really easy. It's a really good thing you can make in advance, take with you for a snack on the go. It's in the same area with all the lunch meat, so you just have to look for it. It's not in a special area. It's still, yeah, it's still with everything. It's more expensive, of course. And then the last one I made was the banana oatmeal walnut cookies. So there's just three ingredients. So they're guiltless, healthy cookies. They're a great source of heart-healthy whole grains, good fats, and potassium. So I wrote on there how you do it. It's just, I did 2 medium bananas, I mashed them up, and then I did a cup of steel-cut oats. I just stirred that together, and then I smashed up some walnuts, and I put a fourth a cup in there, and then I folded the walnuts in, and then I used to use a spoon, scooped them onto a pan, and baked them for 15 minutes. Like, it was fast, it took like 5 minutes. Yeah, they're probably, so they're like a tablespoon size when I put them on the pan. Oh, I would say probably one. Like, well, that was just a little bite of one. So those were all cut in pieces. So they're like, if you think of like, they were probably like a tablespoon size. Like, yeah, those are probably like 4 of those pieces is like 1 or 2, depending. Some of them are a little bigger, but. So those. So I found those kind of interesting because they're easy and they're just a couple ingredients. So the more simple things are, the better for you. And then they're obviously like a good snack for like right after your workout, because you're gonna get that good carb right before. There's something that you can have with you and just eat it up. So yeah, so it's kind of a mixture between a cookie and bread. That's what somebody was saying. Like, it's kind of different. I mean, they're not super flavorful, but they're not bad. There's worse things that I've tried. They're not bad. I know, but they're good. They're good for what they are. There's no sugar, so there's no sweetness to them. Yeah, so the problem with these ones is I buy bananas and then they weren't completely ripe, and they looked ripe, but they weren't when I took them out the peel, and I'm like, oh. So I think it would have been better if the bananas would have been way riper, but it is what it is. And so I put some other ideas on the bottom for some other good snacks that I found. So crispy kale chips, I don't know if anybody's ever tried those before. So they're pretty good. I made them before, and the first time I made them, they kind of turned out soggy because I was kind of impatient. So you're supposed to wash your kale, and then you're supposed to like let it dry for like 2 hours on the counter so that the water's all off of them. So I didn't wait. I waited like 5 minutes. So when I made mine, they turned out really great when you first took them out, and they're like, oh, they're really crispy, and then I put them in a container, and then they were all soggy. Yeah, so that's another good thing. So those are really good. If you've never tried kale chips before, I'd recommend trying them. They're a good substitute for chips, and they're really good for you. Lots of vitamins, got K, A, and C in there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think you can buy kale in a bag, and if you can, they're probably like already got stuff in, like extra stuff. Yeah, it's probably got extra stuff added to them. They're not going to be as natural if you make them yourself. It's really not that time consuming. You just have to let the kale dry, and then you just chop it. Yeah, it might take you 5 minutes of your time. I think you can handle that. And then the other thing I put on there is edamame. Has anybody ever tried edamame? So those are like really, really good for you. You can eat them cold or warm, steamed. So they look like pea pods, but there's soybeans inside. So you can eat the outside, but you can also like peel the little string off and just eat the beans on the inside. They're really good. Yeah, so I was at Walmart, and I really love Walmart. I was at Walmart and I didn't find any there. So I don't know, you might have to kind of dig around and look at some other places. They have them in the frozen section all the time, but I wanted to have them for you guys to try, but I didn't want to bring frozen ones. So yeah, so if you've never tried them, I recommend trying those because those are really good. And then hummus, I wrote hummus on there. Some people like that dip with their veggies. Can't get over that dip and veggie thing. Hummus is a good alternative to dip your veggies in. So if you have, and there's tons of different kinds of hummus, you know, so a little extra flavor. You can make your own homemade hummus. Yeah. So anything making it homemade is better than buying it at the store if you can. So, does anybody have any questions about anything? Yeah, just like the tip said, you know, try to plan in advance. So like if it's Sunday for the week and you cut up your whole week full of veggies and you do snack pack bags, then that's convenient because you're more likely you're going to look in your fridge and you're going to see those things and you'll just grab it and go. And then it's available, and if it's available, you'll eat it. So you always want to make sure you plan ahead, especially when you go to the store too. Make sure like you're really like writing lists down, and so you're not just going there and open-mindedly looking around and choosing the wrong things. So making a list is really helpful. I myself make lists because I'm not very good when I go to the store. So I've learned I have to make a list, and I follow the list, and I stay on the outside of the grocery store majority of the time. I have to go on the inside sometimes to get stuff for my little boy, but I try to stay on the outside of the store and not go into the process aisles at all. That's helpful too. Yeah, leave your kids at home. So if you didn't get one or you lost yours, there's some extra copies in the back. Thank you, everyone. You're welcome.